Oh my God, that's Taylor Swift. No, keep away.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce just had one of the wildest nights of their entire engagement period, and almost nobody saw it coming, while the rest of America was still buzzing about them skipping the Met Gala. Taylor and Travis quietly slipped across the Atlantic Ocean and ended up at a private members club in London at 3 a.m, surrounded by British royalty, standing next to 2 princesses, mingling with Hollywood A-listers, and dancing through the night at one of the most exclusive after-parties in Europe. The location was 77 London, a private members club in the heart of the city. The occasion was the after-party for Poppy Delavigne's 40th birthday celebration. The guest list reads like a tabloid hall of fame, and Taylor and Travis, the most watched engaged couple in entertainment, were right in the middle of all of it. Let me walk you through how the night happened, who was there, and what it tells us about the wild double life this couple is living right now 60 days before their wedding. Here's the timeline. Thursday, May 7th, Taylor and Travis flew into London earlier in the day. Their first stop was Gymkhana, the Michelin-starred Indian restaurant in Mayfair. They walked out hand-in-hand wearing matching dark blazers, Taylor in a black floral Zimmermann midi dress and a Louis Vuitton carry, Travis in a Louis Vuitton gray-blue suit jacket and matching trousers with a black tee underneath. Photo agencies captured them leaving the restaurant. The photos went viral within hours.
Correct.
Their second stop was the Harold Pinter Theater on the West End, where they watched their friend Sadie Sink perform as Juliet in Romeo and Juliet. They stood up at the end of the play. They gave Sadie a standing ovation. Travis led Taylor through the theater crowds with his arm around her. Fans inside the theater filmed the entire thing on their phones. Then, instead of going home, Taylor and Travis went to their third stop of the night, the big one, Poppy Delavigne's 40th birthday party. And from there, it kept going.
Stay back, please. Yeah. Hi, guys. Hey, guys.
The party itself was at a venue called The Heart, one of London's most fashionable hotspots. Poppy Delavigne is Cara Delevingne's older sister. She has been a fixture in the British social scene for decades, and her 40th birthday celebration was one of the most exclusive gatherings of the year. The guest list was wild. Cara Delevingne herself was there, actress Lily James was there, model Georgia May Jagger, daughter of Mick Jagger, was there. And the most surprising part, both Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice were there. Yes, both daughters of Prince Andrew, both granddaughters of Queen Elizabeth, both members of the British royal family. Mingling with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce in real time at a private members club. The British tabloids were not invited, the photos are limited, but sources have confirmed everyone who was there, and the fact that Taylor and Travis were right in the middle of it tells you exactly what kind of friend group they have built up over the past 2 years.
Oh my God, that's Taylor Swift. No, keep away.
Then it kept going. After The Heart, the party moved to 77 London. This is one of the most exclusive private members clubs in the entire city. The clientele is celebrity, the decor is moody, the DJ is reportedly elite, and Taylor and Travis stayed at the after-party deep into the night. Sources say they were filmed and photographed throughout the entire evening, but most of the footage has been kept off the public internet by the venue's strict no-photo policy. What we do know is that Taylor and Travis were among the last to leave. They were dancing, they were laughing, they were holding hands, and they were doing exactly what every couple does when they're celebrating something big, letting loose with the people they actually like. Now think about how surreal this is. Most American couples, when they get 60 days from their wedding, are stressed. They're checking on caterers, they're confirming flower orders, they're stuffing welcome bags for out-of-town guests. Taylor and Travis instead are at a London private members club at 3 in the morning, standing next to two British princesses celebrating their friend's 40th birthday. The contrast tells you everything about what kind of life they're living. The wedding is happening on July 3rd. The planning is locked. The privacy operation is the most intense in modern celebrity history. And in the middle of all of it, they took one night off, across the Atlantic, with friends, with royals, with a real party, and then they got back to it. Now let's pivot to all the other massive stories happening around the wedding. Travis dropped one of the biggest wedding bombshells of the entire year on Wednesday's New Heights podcast. Golf legend Rory McIlroy was the special guest. Rory was talking about the Masters Champions Dinner, the exclusive gathering of every player who has ever won the Masters. He turned to Travis and said something that caught the whole podcast off guard. Quote, "It's an incredible night. And Travis, you'll feel this year whenever you're sitting at your wedding. It's surreal. The only thing I can compare it to is your wedding day because it's like all this collection of people in the same room." End quote. Travis broke into a massive grin. He looked emotional. He said 3 words, quote, "I can't wait," end quote.
Looks like another year that you got to wait another year to sit with us. But but it's an incredible night, and like to be sitting in that room, it's a bit like, and Travis, you'll feel this year whenever you're sitting at your wedding and you have all the people in a room. The only thing that I can compare it to is your wedding day, because it's like all this collection of people in the same room. It's like wild.
I can't wait.
Then, and this is the part fans are obsessed with, he immediately changed the subject by asking about wine. Classic Travis deflection. The man is so emotionally activated by the wedding that he can't sit with his own answer for more than 3 seconds. He said, "I can't wait." Then he hit the eject button. The deflection itself is the proof of how deeply he's looking forward to July 3rd. The same New Heights episode also dropped the line that fans cannot stop replaying. Jason Kelce noted on the podcast that Taylor has clearly changed Travis's eating habits. Quote, "I feel like Taylor has definitely expanded Travis's palate," end quote. Kylie Kelce confirmed it with a straight face, quote, "Travis is more adventurous with food since he began dating Swift," end quote. Travis didn't deflect this time. He admitted it openly. Quote, "I try to act like more of a man when I'm around her and eat foods I haven't tried before," end quote.
I feel like, and we won't use this in the episode, but I feel like Taylor has definitely expanded
I gotta use it.
We can fucking use it. There's nothing wrong with that.
I feel like
have you grown up?
Has she helped you? Wrong with it.
He's more adventurous with food.
Yeah, I'm trying to act like more of a man when I'm around her and eat foods I haven't tried before. Yes.
The man went from chicken and pizza to Michelin-starred Indian food in 2 years. And the Gymkhana date night in London is essentially the visual proof of that transformation in real time. Fans on social media also resurfaced an old quote from Travis on a New Heights episode in October 2024. He had said, quote, "I'm still picky when it comes to what I'll eat, I'll admit. But at the same time, I'll dance. I'm in on a light curry," end quote. That curry comment hits different now that we know Taylor took him to Gymkhana on date night. He warmed up to Indian food slowly. He admitted he was in on a light curry, and 18 months later they're at one of the most prestigious Indian restaurants in the world. Taylor is expanding his world one cuisine at a time. While Travis is dropping wedding bombshells on the podcast and flying to London for late-night parties, his sister-in-law Kylie Kelce is making her own headlines. On her Not Gonna Lie podcast yesterday, Kylie revealed something that has fans laughing and impressed at the same time. With guest Chloe Kim sitting next to her, Kylie admitted she has been ready to physically fight grown men in stadiums to defend Jason Kelce's honor. Quote, "I'm the one who'll be like, hey, hi, yep, hi, you there, yeah, actually you're in a family section, so you're gonna have to cut that out," end quote.
I am the one who'll be like, hey, hi, yep, hi, you there, yeah. Actually, you're in a family section, so you're gonna have to, you're gonna need to cut that out.
Then she dropped the bomb. Quote, "More than once I've done that. I've done that in a stadium we were visiting. That was a bad idea," end quote. Kylie was prepared to fistfight strangers multiple times. The level of devotion in the Kelce family is unmatched.
More than once I've done that. I've done that in a stadium we were visiting. That was a bad idea. It was not a moment I was proud of. I almost got in a fist fight with a grown man. At some point, we're going to have to bleep this because I cannot let this hit the internet.
Kylie also dropped a hilarious moment on the same Wednesday New Heights episode. The crew was talking about Mother's Day. Travis asked Kylie if the family had plans. Kylie answered with a straight face, quote, no, end quote, just no. Jason was visibly shocked, quote, what? We always do something special on Mother's Day, end quote.
You guys are going to do something special? Jason?
No.
Jason?
Well, yeah, we always do something special on Mother's Day.
Kylie laughed. The brothers asked her to describe her perfect Mother's Day. Kylie kept it simple. She said she loved what they did last year. Brunch was at the top of her wish list. The whole exchange, Jason, taking mental notes in real time while Kylie roasted him for not having plans yet, became one of the funniest moments of the entire podcast season.
What would be a perfect Mother's Day for you, Kylie?
Ooh, dream Mother's Day. Kylie's.
I don't know. Last Mother's Day was great. We got some brunch, and I love brunch.
Ooh.
But what else? Just
literally.
Let me write this down.
Jason now has approximately 3 days to figure out brunch reservations, or Kylie is going to keep that energy. Now back to London. Taylor and Travis at the Sadie Sink play deserves its own moment. Sadie Sink, 24 years old, made her West End debut as Juliet in Romeo and Juliet at the Harold Pinter Theatre. The production opened in March. Sadie has been a Taylor friend for years. She starred in the All Too Well, the short film as the heartbroken younger version of the song's protagonist. The two have shared screen time. They've shared press tours. They've shared an emotional connection through one of Taylor's most beloved songs. So when Sadie made her West End debut, Taylor and Travis showing up was the ultimate friend move. They sat through the entire play. They gave her a standing ovation at the curtain call. Travis led Taylor through the theater crowds with his arm protectively around her. The whole thing was captured by fans inside the theater. Sadie was reportedly emotional. The friendship is real, and the support meant everything. So here's the bottom line. Taylor and Travis flew to London for one of the wildest 48 hours of their entire engagement period. They had dinner at Gymkhana with British cinematographer Rena Yang. They watched Sadie Sink perform Juliet at the Harold Pinter Theatre and gave her a standing ovation. They went to Poppy Delavigne's 40th birthday party at the Hart with Cara Delevingne, Lily James, Georgia May Jagger, Princess Eugenie, and Princess Beatrice. They moved to 77 London for the after-party and stayed until late into the night. Travis dropped the line, "I can't wait about the wedding," then deflected to wine. He admitted Taylor is changing him by getting him to eat foods he never used to try. Kylie said she'd fistfight grown men in stadiums for Jason. Kylie roasted Jason about Mother's Day plans on the same podcast. Travis was making wedding confessions on 60 days until the wedding. Taylor and Travis are living a life that almost nobody on earth could imagine. London by night, New York by day, royals at the after-party, Princess Eugenie standing next to the future Mrs. Kelce. The wedding is 60 days away, the friends are real, the love is loud, and on July 3rd, every single one of these people they partied with this week is going to be the foundation for what their life looks like for the next 60 years. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.